It's week 12 of the NFL, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He got plenty of looks a week ago and turned in almost 160 yards. It's the Lions and the Jags, next on EA Sports.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 6 catches, 61 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long. And
he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guys' pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go,
and they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Here we go.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Lawrence going to throw again. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now it's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
2 for 1, 2 for 1. Whirl it. Set.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
DC. 2 up. DC. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving. To remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bigsby. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. On 1st down, it's gone. And his throw here's incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 10-3. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. A slant to Jones. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage. Knew his man was in relation to the football at all times and made a nice play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Sideline throw that's caught by Kirk. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we're at halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're the game, that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Lawrence on the slant. He'll get it to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In today's football, the receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. You're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Hey, Lion!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Hey, run!
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
11.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Take right open. Hey, go!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They go play action now. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Bigsby diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. From the gun on third down, Goff. That is caught, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Turbo.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 5. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Hold on. Check.
Now Goff. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, from what we said, Brandon, it certainly appears that touchdown should just about do it.
Probably, but I'll play the analyst here. You know we've seen some crazier endings.
That we have, and maybe we should sit back and make sure we can stay around for the ride because it could be a wild finish.
Now McManus for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 24-14. A little over 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Able to hook up here with Ridley. Down the left sideline. Calvin Ridley. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
What a ball game this.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red, and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my